What's up, floor dog? What's up, floor dog? Come up here. No? Come on. Come on, floor dog. Come on, floor dog. Come on. Come on. Let's do it. There we go. Look at that dog. Look at that dog. Oh, buddy. Champion. A true champion in every sense of the word. Okay, video. We can do this, right? Come on, video. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, video. Right, monkey. Right, monkey butt. Is it happening? We're at 32 seconds, 33 seconds, 34. Here we go. All right. Welcome, everybody. It's Friday. Woo! Another week down. Chewy got hammered really hard today. Shorted, I reckon. GameStop tried to pop to 26 again and finished just under 25. I have not checked the options chain at all to see what's been going on in that respect. I guess I probably should have, right? We'll get there in a second. And see what's been going on there. And yeah, everyone doing all right? Oh, too much news. My Twitter account's currently blocked or banned or locked or whatever they call it. Because I told another Odyssey to go follow us later. And Twitter's like, that's self-harm. And I was like, please tell me how it's self-harm. So anyway, it's locked. You know me. That's what happens. We should do the raffle. I've got 5 names to draw, which is a record for name drawings for the raffle so far. We raised $3,427, maybe a little more than that by now. So I want to thank everybody again for donating such a great cause. And yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Okay, got the dog pet in. Turned off the intro. Is the other intro off? Other intros are all off, I believe. I don't think I'm gonna get in trouble. Whew. Okay, so do you want to find out who some winners are? There's gonna be 5 winners. There's some big donors on this one, so I think they're going to. Oh shit! What did I do with the? Oh no, did I close it? Houston, how could you? One sec. Hopefully Google saved it all. I think I closed the sheet. Did I? Boom. Okay, make sure all the oh. Okay. All right. That's in there. That's in there. I've got the hundreds of names in here. Come on, Chrome. Do your thing. You can do it. There we go. All right. Bam. All right. So, got all the names, thousands and thousands and thousands of entries. With the anonymous and the people who donated after the show, but no one sent me any receipts, so I could not. I did not add anybody who donated after. But we have 2,970 names in here. That's quite a bit. So copy that. Boom. Go to random name picker. Put all the names in here. Bam. Oh, crap, that's right. We have to delete all the ones that are the blank cells. About 500 blank cells that I forgot to delete. Keep scrolling. There we go. Okay. Right below Kevin Lush there. All right. Oh, wait a second. I can do that. Bing. All right. So, get everybody in here. And shall we do a name? Shall we figure out who the 5 are going to be? Drum roll. A boogity 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 boogity. Wrong conclusion. I'm gonna put wrong conclusion down here. On bam. Wrong conclusion. All right. Name number 2. Oh, yeah, have to remove the name from list. I'll go. A boogity 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 boogity. Here we go. Are you excited, monkey? Are you excited? Look at you. You're even watching. Look how excited you are. Attaining Oneness. Attaining Oneness did an amazing job. Attaining Oneness. Okay. Ready? You ready? Boom. A boogity boogity boogity. Here we go. Woohoo! Hungry Caveman. All right, that leaves 2 more drawings. Oh boy, who's gonna get in there? Deck P. Oh my goodness. Now I'm gonna say GDC probably should get in here too because he donated so much. Oh, it's gonna be the 5th one. Low B. Oh my goodness. What an upset. GDC. I'm going to have to find a consolation prize for GDC. All right, so we got Wrong Conclusion, Attaining Oneness, Hungry Caveman, Deck P, and Low B. Now, what are they going to get? Well, let's see here. Wrong Conclusion is going to get number 4. Okay. So Wrong Conclusion is item number 4. Boom. Trash you. Attaining Oneness is going to be... Oh, where are the little papers? Attaining Oneness is going to be item number 5. Okay. Attaining Oneness. Number 5. Trash that guy. Hungry Caveman is... Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Okay. Deck P, I think I got to send this one to Europe for Deck P, so hopefully it's a small one. Because I don't want to send a big one to Europe. Number 7. Deck P is number 7. And Low B, last but low B not least, is number 3. Okay, so to the pile of 50-cent wish items. How many do we got left? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. Got 6 items left for raffling. So number 4, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. There's 9. There's 7. 9, 7, 4, 5, 3. There we go. Okay, getting easier to find now. Some small ones and 1 medium-sized one. So, this is number 4. I'll be honest, that's kind of open, so I'm not going to look. 4 kind of feels like a watch. Wrong Conclusion. It feels very... Does it feel watchy to you? Is your seal approval? That one feels watchy. That's Wrong Conclusion. Attaining Oneness is number 5. Feels like gel or something. What do you think? Yeah, gel? Maybe like one of those ice pack things that aren't frozen, but very small. This one does not feel exciting, I'll be honest. Attaining Oneness. Hungry Caveman is number 9, which is this big fella. So it's kind of heavy. What does that look like to you? What do you think that is? Feels like there's maybe like a plastic packaging around it. I don't know. It's like there's like some sort of form molding to it. Could be like got a couple rattly parts. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what that is either. Deck P gets, well, it's like squishy parts. Feels kind of fabric-y. Then there's something hard. Got like 2 little bumps. What's that one? What do you think that one is? You don't know either? Not a clue. Not a clue, Deck P. And Low B, this one is metal. Feels like hardware of some kind. Like, I mean, like a bracket type thing. Something with screw on it. What do you think that is? Not food? You don't care, do you? Okay. She's reading all this crinkly stuff and none of it has food in it. So we've basically ruled out food. So those of you who have won That'd be wrong conclusion, attaining oneness, hungry caveman, deck P and low B. Send me messages via, well, I can't access Twitter right now. So if you can, send me messages via Reddit. And I will, once I get addresses from you, we will do some unboxing. And you will get whatever it is you won. I'm just glad that deck P's is very small and very light and will not cost me a fortune to send to Europe. Unlike a big heavy box I had to send to Australia once. So yeah, thank you so much for donating. I can't believe we're giving away 5 things today. There's still 2 significantly sized packages and 3 small ones and 1 medium left. So next month we'll be giving away some more. So yeah, right, monkey? Yeah, look at you thinking you're gonna get food out of this, and you're not gonna get a damn thing. No food. If there's food, you would have eaten that stuff off the floor already. Okay. Fred Jones, number 5 is hair gel remover. 9 is a radio. Low tire pressure. Those are good guesses there, Fred Jones. Good guesses indeed. All right. Okay. Shall we get on with it? Look at this dog just staring at me in the back of the head. Oh my gosh, we spoiled her. You guys spoiled her on Charity Tuesday. She is now broken, thinking at all times treats will be coming because they just did not stop on Tuesday. At all. They didn't stop at all, did they? No. All right. C-Paw, I win. Hey, there's a first. Wall the man in the middle. What's up first? Nope. We Wilds here. White Tyler. Jason Blackwell. Houston. Got July 5th expiries. Brother could use some volatility. Ditto. I'm hoping, I'm gambling and hoping for a Sunday evening YOLO update from DFV. See if that gives us a nice little Monday morning push. Ryan H, shout out to Monkey Butt and Fat Cat rolling on days old drugs. Fat Cat, I don't know where he is right now, but Monkey Butt, shout out to you, buddy. As you stare at the back of my head and then eyeball up to where the treats are constantly. Wait, Wild, I'm about to take on a $100,000 mortgage. I can use some price action. Get it. Well, Manuel C-Paw was waiting right on the shore on this one. Bill Coin, so much for the GME run-up theory. Well, it didn't really do much today. Just kind of, That's just basically what it did. And Frozen State Productions, what are these rumors I hear that Carl Icahn is the stalking horse bidder? I have my AB call option set. The stalking horse bidder rumors could be any number of Icahn and Ryan Cohen's at this point. So my guess is one of those two. One of those two are going to lead this thing. Maybe both of them together, because they did meet, and Ryan Cohen did post some cryptic things, kind of getting our hopes up. Wait, well, still thinks GME will never squeeze. Colin, ate those $30 pretty good. Guess there's always next week. Sigh. There is always next week. 4ZZ9, have you seen the theory about emojis being a week-by-week guess? So the fire will be 19th and the explosions will be the 26th? Could be week by week, could be event by event, could be day by day. We know yesterday was dog. We know that. Yesterday was the dog emoji. He made that pretty darn clear. So yeah, but I'm so bad at the guessing game with those things. I'm completely influenced by other people's guesses. I think it's this. I'm like, that seems totally reasonable. So it's not my field of expertise, that's for sure. Frozen State Productions, happy birthday. What do you call an angry pea? Grumpy. All right. Nikudaru, watching Josh's DD compilation until his show starts. So nostalgic seeing Baby Houston talking Art of War by a bunch of regards. Dave R, that was self-inflicted elder abuse last night. Yeah. I didn't get to watch the debate. I was at work. I got to listen to the last part of it when I was driving home. and it sounded like a tired old man versus an asshole, and that's our choices. Lots of talk about a contested or a brokered convention to swap out a new candidate for Biden. I wouldn't doubt if we see both conventions as brokered conventions, because Trump is up for sentencing on the 11th, and that could mean anything at this point. So, might be like Gavin Newsom versus Nikki Haley or something, or Kamala Harris versus DeSantis come December. So that will be pretty wild if that's what we got going for us, is like both conventions like, these guys are old and criminals. So we need the best chance for us is to get them out of here. Apparently there's a meeting with Obama and some other leaders happening today. There's a big fundraiser on Long Island tomorrow for Biden that he's supposed to attend. Let's see what happens. If donors are like, no, then he may have to pull up. But there's pride involved. There's lots of things. Like, it's just depressing that out of the 335 million people in America, this is what rose to the top. Like, that's where we are. Yeah. Low Beast is Gretchen Whitmer. Gretchen Whitmer wouldn't be a bad choice. She's pretty tough. Bill Coyne, I'm seeing a trend, a super chat. I'm seeing a trend with GME. If you just do the opposite of all the hype, you can make a friggin' fortune. So if you just do what the shorts are doing, you make a fortune. Is that what you're saying there, Bill? Yeah. Daphne, Bill Coyne. All these theories are just ways to get people excited about something while we wait, then buy options, then get disappointed mostly. Yeah. Rosa Tate Production, after last night's awful debate, who are the front runners for each party? Well, Gretchen Whitmer, Gavin Newsom, Kamala Harris, probably top three on the Democrat side. Republicans, I would guess Nikki Haley is probably the top second choice. And then maybe Ron DeSantis. But like, after people meet Ron DeSantis or hear him talk or see him interviewed, they're like, he's like Ted Cruz. Like, no one actually likes Ted Cruz. They tend to interact with him like, I don't like this person. He just rubs people the wrong way. I think DeSantis kind of does the same thing on a national scale. I don't know why people in Florida are in love with him, because he just seems like someone you would not want to spend your time with. Park Life. How can they let a guy as old as Biden run for the most powerful job in the world? He wouldn't get an interview at a McDonald's restaurant at this age. I mean, there are people who are spry and with it at that age. Joe Biden was like riding bicycles and all sorts of stuff just 4 years ago. I think demands of being president ages people extremely fast. And I think being president through the end of the bulk of the COVID pandemic, inflation, conflicts rising up around the world, it has taken a huge toll on him, and I think it has been detrimental to his health. And when you're in your 80s, like, you're supposed to be retired. That's when people go, all right, I'm out. I'm going to do some fishing. I'm going to tinker in the garage. I'm going to go get a really early breakfast at Denny's. So I don't think he's got the hop in his step. That's for sure. Daphne says people who aren't running like Bernie or Gavin. Bernie's also like older than dirt at this point. He seems much more spry and with it. Yeah. It'd be interesting to like have Gavin Newsom versus Trump, where Gavin Newsom's ex-wife is dating Trump's son. That's a really weird, like, soap opera type thing. First name, last name, Houston. What does 80-year-old snatch taste like? Depends. But oh my God, that's awful. Daphne says, ew. Yes. Ew, indeed. Hungry Caveman. Thank you for the little super chat there. You're a winner. So I need a message from you. Let's see here. Gotta check ye old Reddit, see if anyone's sent the messages. Oh, I got a message from Low B, but not an address. So Low B, send me a shipping address, and we'll find out what you won. Okay. All right. Anyone else? No one else yet? No one else yet. Okay. Keep our eye on that. And I still can't. Make sure I still don't know if I have access to Twitter or not at this point. Oh. Do I have access to Twitter? I do not. I am still locked. Okay. Still, they're reviewing my appeal as fast as they can, which probably means like 10 days away. Okay. Daphne, why can't you hear Pterodactyl go in the bathroom? Because a P is silent. First name, last name, Houston. If you have a call option that goes in the money and you don't do anything at expiration, what happens? It automatically gets exercised. That's what happens. So yeah. Deck P says, thanks, but put my prize up again. Got loads of stuff. Okay, so Deck P, number 7, is off the list. That means we have to do another raffle. Who is going to be the replacement for Deck P? Let's find out. Boom. Come on, 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 come on. Left-handed wave. Left-handed wave gets number 7. Okay. Left-handed wave, you are the runner-up who gets Deck P's. Doohickey. Whatever that doohickey may be. Lord Ape, thoughts on GME and BBY when Moon? GME is going to absorb somebody. I think BBBY is one of those things they're going to absorb. So, when Moon, not a clue. Not a clue when they're finally going to get their act together and do this thing. So, all right. Low B says she messaged me on Reddit. Make sure that we have ourselves... there we go. Okay. I got Low B. All right. Did you win another thing before? I think I said something to Wanaki, Wisconsin. I may have. You may have won in the past. Okay. So that is number 3. What number 3? It's the metal thing. What is the metal thing she is going to have to receive, whether she wants it or not? Let's find out. It is a tabletop vice. Okay. All right. Looks like that was supposed to hold that thing in there. So you can have this tiny little vice so you can hold things down when you're, I don't know, like, building models, or your vice is going to go that way. So you can clamp stuff down. You can bolt it to your table. And light and convenient, mini manual manipulation, family and outdoor operation, material, alloy aluminum. There you go. You have a tabletop vice. A tiny little guy. So you can like squeeze stuff. You can torture people by putting their fingers in there. Congratulations, Low B. You have won a tabletop vice, whether you want it or not. Let's see if I can get this thing back onto its back in its saddle again. Okay, you got to go up through there, and you got to go through there. It's like, it feels solid for how tiny it is, so that's not too bad. Okay, we're definitely too bent. Got to go this way. All right, get in there. All right, you go there, and you need to tighten down twisty little butthole. All right, that's not gonna hold anything. Anyway, there you go, Loby. We'll get this sent off to you. Tabletop vice. Boom. It could be a drone. It could be a tabletop vice. We don't know. All right. I love this. It makes me so happy. So. I'll put the write Vice down so I know which one's which again. All right. Yay! All right, where are we? Citizen 54, Houston. I am so pissed after last night's debate. I can't believe these are our choices. Meanwhile, Supreme Court, roads, our institutions, regulatory power. I've just about had it with this BS. Oh, I think we're definitely in the downfall of our civilization. We are full into it. I was having this conversation the other day with someone, and I think the peak of our civilization was 1999. I think that was it. I think it's been downhill ever since. We didn't have Nazis everywhere. Social media hadn't rotted our brains yet. Gas was 87 cents a gallon. It was, the debt was being paid down. Like, it seemed things are pretty good. And then from that point forward, it's just been quality of life going down. It's monkey butt. I'm sorry you weren't alive for it. You never got to experience the peak of humanity, but at least I did, right? At least I did. I got to drive from here to California for like $18 in gas. Dirt E says the peak was the death of Harambe. That's another turning point, possibly. Or when the Large Hadron Collider turned on and sent us into the darkest timeline. First name, last name, so you have to actively sell or close or exercise it. Well, I mean, if you sell before then, don't worry about it. If you exercise or you close it or whatever before then that's taken care of. If it expires and it's in the money, they exercise it for you. They may be like, you have a deficit. So you might have to call and be like, do an exercise, a cashless exercise or whatever. But yeah, they're supposed to exercise it for you. Paratarian, praying Bernie Sanders comes out of the back room with a steel chair and just steamrolls. Instead, we live in reality with a felon and a dude with major mental decline. We're fucked. Yeah. Alex Bishop is here. First name, last name. I figured, just wanted to make sure. I tried rolling a call on the last day and didn't fulfill. So that means you have to have a buyer for the new call if you roll. Ish. Like sometimes they just sort of just knock it off and give you that discount, it seems. But sometimes they won't let you roll. It's very weird. It does cost money to roll. So you do have to have whatever cash to make up for. Like if you're rolling into the same price zone, you've got to have the cash that will make up for that difference as well. So Daphne's right on that. EB just started listening. Damn, Houston. Houston, stop messing with Nazis and get banned. They aren't worth it. And I like reading your posts on X. Everyone likes reading the posts when I mess with Nazis. So, speaking of which, Busy Brands is kind of mad at me because he's having a space call, an MMTLP space call where he's bringing in General Flynn. And I was like, don't do that. If you want us to be taken seriously, don't bring in like convicted traitors and try to get them to like get eyes on this for us, because people to the left of Hitler are going to be like, these people are crazy, right? Like they're going to look at us like QAnon weirdos, and we're not going to be taken seriously in any way, shape, or form if you bring in people like General Mike Flynn. And he got very mad at me and said, if you post that on my timeline again, I'm going to ban you. I'm like, dude, just don't say I didn't warn you. Like, are we going to go get Harvey Weinstein to help us get some eyes on this? No. Like, don't get pieces of shit. Just because people know who they are doesn't mean it's going to help us. Like, there's a difference between famous and being infamous, and Mike Flynn is on the infamous side. He was in charge of he's a director of national intelligence, and he was a national security advisor when he was being paid cash by Putin, right? Under the table, illegally, and didn't tell anyone. So the man was in charge of our national security and intelligence and was being a paid agent of a foreign hostile nation. That's a criminal. That's someone you do not trust with anything. I don't care if he can get eyes on this, because the eyes are going to be people giving it side eye, like what Monkey does to me all the time, right? Just like that. Just like that. Yeah. That's the more like Kubrick stare. But it's just like, don't bring in James O'Keefe's, the guys who get busted for like fabricating evidence, and you want to go middle of the road. You want to go get people in the middle of the road involved, and then people from both sides go, oh, this person's a straight shooter. Maybe we should listen to them. That's what you want most. You want that middle of the road group, and they can bring in the both sides. Even the crazies from both sides can then like join in. But you can't have people who help plan the insurrection and who were paid foreign agents while being in charge of our national security as the ones that come in. It's just Hungry Caveman, message to Blue Sky. Okay. All right, Hungry Caveman. Got to do the little verification here. Boom. 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 Gotcha. Okay. Sweet. Hungry Caveman is number 9. I think number 9 is the big one. Oh, number 9 is the big one. What do we got? Oh, boy. All right. Let's see what this is. Open. Open. Oh, now you're interested, huh? Because that a lot more rattles. Oh, it's a box. There's definitely a box. There's a card. What's the card say? Card is, thank you. No winter lasts forever. No spring skips its turn. We believe that we have the courage and wisdom to get over the difficult days. The protection products are available at kissgirly.com. If you need them, you can contact the store by service at kissgirly.com. Spring will come. I'm really excited now to find out what this is. Kissgirly.com. That's who made this, and it is... What the hell is this? It's a tiny skateboard? Oh! It's a camera dolly for like your GoPro or whatever. Oh, that is cool. Okay. All right. So we have an articulating arm, right? And a camera attachment, and you can roll this thing and film videos with a nice steady plane. Oh, that is cool. Okay, I saw kissgirly.com and I was thinking you're going to get a vibrator, I'll be honest. But instead, and you can adjust the wheels so it will do like turns so you have to drive around people. This is actually really cool. I'm very jealous of this one. So Hungry Caveman, I hope you're into making fine cinema, because that looks like what you're going to be doing with this stuff. So that's actually really neat. I'll be honest, I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be a vibrator. Just a heavy duty one, because it was a kind of heavy box. But kissgirly.com has got you, man. It's got you. All right. There we go. Okay. Put this thing packaged back up with its little doodads and this little skateboard, and slide it back into its box. And, okay. There we go. kissgirly.com. Coming through with... I wonder if like Chinese people didn't know what Kiss Girly meant, and it's just like an available website name, and so they went with it. So Hungry Caveman, this is awesome. This is a really good one. I like this one. Okay, so we have a tabletop vise, a movie camera dolly. Okay, all right, dolly here, just so in case I mix up my things. Dolly, word. All right, you get out of my way. All right. Awesome. That's a good one. Nice, Hungry Caveman. That one's up there with the gimbal thing. Man, we could make a full move. We had lavaliers, gimbal, and a film dolly, and a whole bunch of SD cards. So we don't have a camera, and we don't have drone yet. So we get those things. We have a full production studio. We can make all the movies we want. Just from Dax. What should Berta Palkaris lawyers ask for in discovery that would benefit the MMTOP community at most? First, the lawyers are going to have to assert that they did what they did because the SEC and FINRA weren't doing their job. And once they make that assertion, they're like, look, they weren't doing what they should be doing. We were just doing self-defense here. That's probably an argument they're going to have to make. Once they do that, they can start subpoenaing information from the SEC and FINRA to show that they weren't doing what they should be doing. This is in regards to stopping naked short selling and illegal market manipulation by short sellers and market makers. So once they can pin that the regulators weren't doing their job and that they had no choice but to do what they did, I think that allows them a lot of leeway with the court and a jury. So once they start subpoenaing that information, I think that's when the SEC and FINRA go, we're going to drop this. And so if they've got the cash for some good securities lawyers and they can go after them hard, I think they can win this thing. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Murph and Turf Studios. Ugh, I'm tired of this stupid job and worrying they are just going to replace me with AI or outsourced. Would be great to give but 2 weeks on 7/22/22 when my boss starts their vacation. Oh, that's dirty. That's awesome. Be like, well, boss is leaving. I'm leaving. Good luck, everyone. Deuces. That would be lovely. First name, last name, Para. The whole election system is rigged. Who the fudge wants to choose from two people who are basically walking corpses? Why does it have to be those two? Oh, it has to be a two-party system. Why not popular vote? The problem is that we have the Electoral College. Electoral College makes it a two-party system. And we have first past the post elections. So if there's like 5 candidates in a state, right? And someone gets 25% and that's more than everyone else, well, that person gets all of the electors for that state, unless it's Nebraska or Maine who actually can split their votes. There are some states that have written laws that they will pledge their electors to whoever wins the popular vote. But there's not too many of those. First past the post is a terrible way of doing election system. Because then with that plurality, you win. And so that brings about a two-party system. That's just how the system is designed, and no third party will ever be able to stand against that, because everyone has the fear of the greater evil winning as a result. Because you split the vote. You have two leftists running, they will split the vote, and the rightist will win. So you have to suppress all the alternate paths and go with the mainstream guy. And the mainstream guy is usually kind of useless, and that's what we get over and over and over again. And vice versa. Like Clinton won a plurality he in 92 because a lot of the vote that would have gone to George W. Bush or George H.W. Bush went to Ross Perot. So yeah, it's just, I wish we would revamp the executive and the legislative, and we would turn it into popular vote with a runoff. So if no one wins more than 50%, well, you get a runoff election between top two, and you go from there. With the House and Senate, first of all, I would get rid of the Senate. I would just be like, no, Senate's unnecessary, gone. And I would go to a House, and I would do a couple of things. One, I would make every district in the entire country the exact same size. Every single one. Because you've got issues where, like, Wyoming gets one representative. Like, well, I only get one representative to represent 400,000 people. We go to California. California gets one representative for every 500,000 or 800,000 people. That's not a truly representative democracy. That means the person from Wyoming has way more power than any individual representative in those other states. And so, I would make it whatever the smallest state is, that's how big all the districts have to be. So if the smallest state is 400,000 people and they get one rep, every single state gets one rep for every 400,000 people. Change that. Also, I wouldn't mind seeing a parliamentary system where in each state you vote for, like, say, a party. And that party has people ranked. So that if there's like, I don't know, 10 seats available for the representatives in a state, you vote for your party. And if your party wins 40% of the vote, you get 4 of those seats. If they win 80% of the vote, they get 8 of those seats. If they win 10%, they get 1 of them. And just kind of work it from there. And that would start to allow multiple parties to form coalitions. And parties that form coalitions get shit done, right? Because let's say you don't have a majority. You have a parliament, you want a plurality, like you are, I don't know, you're the Democrats, and you win 40% of the vote. The Republicans have 30%, right? And the remaining 30% have to go somewhere. And so you talk to the Greens or Social, Labor, or whatever other parties might be. You go, hey, we want this majority. Labor, we're going to make you the head of the finance committee. Green, you get to be in charge of health and environment or whatever. And these parties might say, we won't join your coalition unless you do this pet project for us. Like, unless you help us pass universal health care. So the Democrats would go, oh, shit. Like, yeah, the first thing you take up when you are head of this legislative universal health care bill, or else we're going to take this entire thing down and you aren't going to be in charge of shit. And that's this for having cases heard before them, and then they ruled in favor of the people who gave them the cajillions of dollars in gifts. So, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the U.S. drop in the international corruption rankings. We used to be like the least corrupt nation in the entire world, and we're steadily falling, I believe. Interestingly enough, Ukraine is climbing. So we're helping Ukraine get less corrupt, and we're making ourselves more corrupt in the process. First Day Productions. I'm also... Oh, I just read that one. Duh. First name, last name, vote Houston for president 2024. And Spock here says, oh, hell no. Corporal Walnut, can a meme stock do something, please? Yeah. Can it please do something? Just poke it with a stick. Do something. Is my Comcast sucking ass again? Looks like you're not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Thank you, Comcast, or YouTube, or one of you. Okay. But the roommates aren't home to download anything. This is what drives me off the walls. That there's nobody here. Open widget. What does that widget even mean? Not using enough video. My bitrate is 2.5 kilobits per second, which is pathetic. I should be getting like 30 kilobits per second upload speed. That's just widget. It's awful. It's terrible. It sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone, if my internet's garbage. Okay. Mr. Lasuna. Dude, I saw clips of the debate last night on a scale of 1 to fucked. Just how bad is it? I'm in the UK, and I feel bad for you guys, which is saying something given the state of our leaders. It's bad. It's bad. It's so bad. Hedge funds DDoSing Houston stream. Probably. Hope at least audio is coming through. I don't know. I'm not max headrooming on my side, although I am quite pixelated. Yeah. Tom R is here from Germany. Fantastic. Rose Productions, Houston for president. Yes, and off I win my congressional seat. And if I win my congressional seat, I'll jump on some committees. Okay, now I'm max headrooming. Thank you. Thank you, Internet. Let me make sure roommates aren't here. I don't think they are. Where there you are. FYI. Okay. All right. Okay. Just going to carry through. I'll be pixelated or frozen or whatever it happens to be for the next whenever. Okay. Colin's here. Andrew Dowell is here. Tulip is here. Black Udon. Some $25 calls. Yay. Whisker Biscuit wants question for president. Vegas Fritz, happy birthday, Daddy. Black Udon, now on to the next gamble. There you go. Dig Dug Doink so wants to shout out to Ungulates. Ungulates unite. Mary Aline Gardner, will a Trump win in November have an effect on the way hedge funds play their game? Well, the last Trump administration basically stripped the SEC of doing anything. They wouldn't hire people. They let people go. They were completely understaffed, so there was no way they could regulate anything. Now, it'll be interesting to see what an SEC does, considering that Trump is currently bitching and moaning about DJT being hammered by shorts and naked salt. So, does that mean he'll actually do something about it? Or will it be same old, same old? It's just lip service at this point. That's, yeah. One Irons. Houston, you're very right about Mike Flynn. Should focus on trying to get someone like Donald Trump, SBF, or even Jose Canseco. All smart, honest, and trustworthy people. Yeah. Is the Aurora shooter available to hear our concerns about MMTLP? Okay. Hey, I'm up to 22.7 kilobits, so I gained 200 kilobits. Nice. Dead Bass or Dead Bass. I can't remember which way. You told me one way or the other, and I totally forgot. Show's just starting. Let's see who the lucky 5 Docs viewers are going to be. I'm trying my hardest not to be an idiot and accidentally dox them like I did last week. Sorry. Last month. Mimic Woolhead is here. Daphne, wish you could join your 4th of July party. Well, hop on a plane and join anyway there, Daphne. Looks like a bag of drugs. Talking about the gifts from 50 Cent Wish. There are a lot of them. And a reminder, left-handed wave, attaining oneness and wrong conclusion. Send me a message and we will do our unboxing. You could get something cool, like a dolly, or something really cool, like a desktop mini vise. No messages there yet. Okay, we'll keep looking. All right. Shall we? I didn't look at the options chain today to see what's happening. What's happening with next week? Let's just take a gander at the options chain because I haven't done that yet. So it looks like we had some action at the 25s. I wonder if people are getting in, but nothing big for next week. Oh, dang it, monitor. Sorry, my monitor. The dead guy monitor just popped out. Come on, dead guy monitor. Give me another 15 minutes of use. Come on, load it up. Load it up. There we go. Okay. And we had decent action at the 40s. And some of the 30s, 13,000. But the big question are the 19th. The 19th are the monthlies. And let's see what those have to tell us. We have some action at 30s. We're up to 25,000 there. 25s are at 19,000 with medium action. The 40s had a lot of action. They're also up to 20,000. And these suckers, 50s and 60s, are pretty big as well. And then my guess is, yeah, a lot of tickets, of course, those have action going on. On the put side, though, the put sides have some big numbers going. Especially at really low prices here. I mean, the open interest on the 20 puts are 17,000. That's pretty decent. 20,000 at the 10. That's wild. That's really far out of the money for that. That's kind of crazy. crazy that the 10s are more expensive than the 12s. That's when stuff like that happens, it weirds me out. Like, why would you, if you could get a 12, why would you buy a 10 that costs more? That doesn't make any sense to me. And then finally, the week after was also seeing some action. That would be July 26th. And it's a very small options chain. Not too much happened at 25. Some happening at 30. Yeah, it doesn't look very exciting yet. So I've not seen gigantic purchases of options yet for that. So will the volatility come back for the 19th? That is, well, the big question, I guess. Floor dog? Shall we, oh, is that what you want? Yeah? Get up here. Come on. Get up here. Come on. Come on. Yes, I will give you one crunchy one. Come on. Say hi to it. You got it. There. Come on. You gotta grab it. There you go. I'll be honest. These ones are the least stinky of any bag I open of those. I gotta have it done. DJ gifted 1 membership, and Tom R. got the gift. Thank you, DJ. Tom R., welcome aboard. Okay. Daphne, not having a car is really helping me miss not many shows lately. And DJ gifted another membership to Colin. Colin, welcome aboard. Robert Pierpoint, what do you think of monkey shiitake? Monkey, are you a mushroom? I'm not in general a fan of mushrooms, namely because the texture is weird and it gives me the heebie-jeebies. So, like, if you powder it into something, I don't mind the flavor because then I don't have to like have my teeth squeak on the mushroom. But yeah, so I kind of just avoid mushrooms in general because the texture gives me makes the hair stand up on the back of my neck, and yeah, right, monkey. I'll give you the mushrooms. You can eat them all day long. Yeah, you'll do that. So I have no opinion on whatever a monkey shiitake is, unless you're a monkey shiitake. Are you? Are you a monkey shiitake? She says no, I am not. A kilo of Coke. Alexander Hakun, do you have the same options planned for next week? I mean, I probably should have sold yesterday when they were up kind of big. They're kind of where I bought them, so I just held them through. They're $25 and the stock price is almost $25, so I'm gonna sit on them and hope that they'll get some volatility, and if not, then I'll reset again. 754. What are 719.25 calls worth at this point? Got 10 calls. 719 25s. 245. So $245 are those calls. They went down from yesterday, even though the price isn't too different from yesterday, but that's probably theta decay more than anything. So yeah. Lord Ape wants to know when Moon. DJ gifted another membership to Coffee Donuts and Homer. All right, Coffee Donuts and Homer. You're also welcome to the club. Thank you, DJ. Roddy Life Houston for president. Timmy F. Trump is no more criminal than Biden. Much of what they accused him of and tried for is total BS. No, Tammy is not. They are obvious crimes, and his name is attached to the forged documents. The other people who were convicted for that crime testified against him, saying they were ordered to by him. So, and the victim of the crime was like, yeah, the crime happened. So, it's yeah, it's kind of rough. Corporate Walnut, if World War II winners are on the decline, who's on the up? I don't know if anyone truly is on the up planet-wide at this point. China's in financial decline. Russia's in financial decline. India can't feed their population. The heat domes and the flooding that they keep getting keeps destroying their crops, so they have to import food, and that's going to make things very insecure, especially since they're giving birth to obscene amounts of babies. Like 60 to 70,000 babies a day are born in India, and that's an unsustainable population growth for that nation. Sub-Saharan Africa, not doing so hot. Central America, they're getting destroyed by weather systems that they have no infrastructure to handle. South America, again, natural disasters like crazy. Argentina is basically done as an economy. I can't think of anyone who's truly on the up and up at this point. I think all the growth is concentrated on individual cajillionaires and not the rest of the economy. Because individual cajillionaires represent 90% of the economy, when they go up, it looks like everything is rising with them. But I don't see it really happening that way for everybody else at this point. DJ gifted another membership, and DJ was gifted a membership by DJ. Way to go, DJ. YouTube random number generator. At it real good. That's funny. Deanna Cool's going with Gavin. He always looks good. He does have a good tailor. I'll give him that. Daphne, Gavin's waiting in the rings. He's been groomed to take over. Obama can't run again, right? Since he did win 2 terms, he cannot run again unless they was the 22nd Amendment, 23rd, whatever one it is. All right, Purepoint watched a video of guy who rents this now closed restaurant and hotel for $150 per month, lives on $400 a month total with coordinates. Okay, so he rents a restaurant for $150, lives on $400. I don't even know what this means. What does this mean, monkey? What does this mean? Boom, boom, boom. We're going to India? Sri Lanka? Going to Sri Lanka. Okay. So the tip of Sri Lanka. Looks like we got ourselves a little town here. Got a little fishing village marina. So we're here in Sri Lanka. Can we street view it? We can street view it. Let's pop down in front. See what this is all about. Okay. Palm trees. Wall. Guruk Sinhasana Beach Hotel and Family Restaurant. And there's looks like Saddam Hussein sitting on top of that thing. Okay, so he's got oceanfront restaurant. Costs him $150 a month. And a hotel, I guess. Okay. The fence could use some new rattan there. Okay. So looks like that must be the menu, maybe. Okay. We get a view of outside the restaurant. Looks like patio. And boom, right there. Water's right there. It's okay. Doesn't look like such a bad spot. Go live like a king in Sri Lanka, monkey. What do you think? You want to be... My buddy Sidith's from Sri Lanka. His family has a tourmaline mine. I've always asked him if we can go to Sri Lanka and we can tour the mine. He's like, yes, my brother. Sidith's also the strongest human being I've ever met in my entire life. The dude's like 5'2" and could rip your arms out the sockets if he wanted to. He's an absolute beast. He's like the human version of monkey butt. Just incredible strength to weight ratio. Okay. Well. Excellent. I guess there, Robert Point. Fantastic. Deanna Cool Z, what's your opinion on the California governor? Very middle of the road centrist Democrat. Probably appeals to a large portion of the population, but I don't see him buckling down and affecting any big change. He probably won't die while in office, so that's a positive, I guess. He does not excite me, but he does not make me go, oh no. Just kind of like, well, just another generic white guy who could be president. That's how I see Gavin Newsom. Brian Collins, many people that were just shocked that he was acting that old last night. My family thought it was an exaggeration, but it made them uncomfortable to see him like that last night. I didn't actually get to see the debate. I should probably look at some clips. All I had was audio, and he sounded like he was sick. He sounded like he wasn't quickly processing things. Yeah, it's rough. You don't want that. Like, in an election where probably half the contest is visual, which is like why the taller candidate wins ever since the invention of television. That's kind of the row we hoed there. So you need some zazz, man. You got some zazz to excite the people, and people are not excited about these two in any way, shape, or form. The people that are excited are weird. On both sides. You're like, you're excited about this? You're kind of weird. So, yeah. Lord Ape, does say cool? Oh, it says goal. Goal. Yes. BTP brand, Houston's an expert at pushing those Twitter buttons. Just keeps pushing the wrong ones. Daphne says Bernie's in good shape. He does seem in better shape than Biden at this point. Rupert Tripper, Houston, what's your options play for GME? Which ones do you have for GME currently? I've been playing weeklies. I've got 25s for next week, and they're worth slightly less than I paid for them because we didn't get much of a pop today. But I'm sticking with them. I was hoping to get jump to 27 and then I could reset, but nah. LFG 2024. May I ask the difference between in the money and outside the money? First time here. In the money means your option strike price is in the money. So let's say the stock's trading at $10 and you buy options at $15. The stock price goes past $15. Your options are now in the money, and you have the opportunity to exercise those options and buy that stock for $15. If the stock price is at $10 and you bought at $15, you're out of the money at $15. Stock price drops to $9, you're still out of the money. Stock price goes to $50, you're in the money at $15. So that's in the money, out of the money. So if your strike price can be exercised, you're in the money. Scott, did anyone else see GME flash up the 25.20 at close? I saw it, but didn't grab a screenshot. What the F is this? Flash to 25.20 and then down to 24.63 close. It happens almost every day. Almost every day, right at close, there'll be one flash in the level 2s at a weird price. It was happening quite a bit in May and June. May and early June, when we were getting lots of volatility. We'd see a flash, and the flash could be gigantic sometimes. It could be like at $25 to see a flash of 60 for an instant, right at 1 o'clock. I think the goal is that someone's trying to trigger the close price at something weird. I don't know if they're just doing it for fun or if there's a reason why it's happening. But yeah, there's usually a weird flash on level 2s right at 1 o'clock or in the nanosecond before, or sorry, 4 o'clock. East Coast, right before everything closes. Low V, no doxing, please. Okay. T-Doc 119 feels solid for how tiny it is with a face palm. It does. It's a solid little dude. It's got good grip. Low it's gonna be my new white elephant gift this for Christmas parties. Daphne, did you get banned from Twitter again? What in the world do you do on there? My account is locked. Like, I had the opportunity to delete the post I made, and then they'll unlock my account, but I appealed it, and my account remains locked until it goes through appeal. Basically, I told a Nazi to follow their leader, and Twitter says that is encouraging suicide. So, I mean, if they're not a Nazi, it's not, right? So, yeah. Brian Collins made 300% on Chewy calls this week. First time doing options ever. Sold yesterday. It went straight back into GME. Perfect. You did right because it got hammered today. So I hope you sold it when it was like $38 because that was when it was worth the most. Just Bodies, some shady LP dropped in 99. Rollingbay was born in 99, says Dirt E. Daphne says, better hurry up, get on blockchain before they close all of our avenues of escape from this corrupt market. The entire market needs to be on blockchain. I don't know if you guys saw Ari Rubenstein's testimony in front of Congress yesterday, but you know, he was arguing for these for the fact that they keep pushing through these rules and they aren't thinking about like the consequences of these rules. And I think that the rules are there because they thought of the consequences. But anyway, but it solidified the fact that market makers do not need to exist. There's no need for a single market maker across the markets. They are parasitic little middlemen, and that's it. Oh, you know, we need to provide liquidity. You know what provides liquidity? Asking a price that someone's willing to give you their security for. That provides liquidity. If no one wants to give you security and liquidity dries up, that means no one's paying enough for that security. Like, you can have my GME shares if you pay me enough. You need to have a market maker sell a bunch of shares that don't exist in order to somehow provide liquidity to the market. You just ask a price that we're willing to sell it to you. I don't think market makers need to exist at all, and I'm totally max headrooming right now. Oh my gosh. Stop it. So yeah, it's a dumb system. And like, if you're on blockchain, then you get to see where all the transactions are, who has what, and then ask for a price they're willing to sell it for. If you can't find a price they're willing to sell it for, then the price just goes up until they go, you know what? I'll sell for that price. And boom, liquidity, right? We can do without market makers. If every single market maker blinked out of existence tomorrow, the only effect on the market would be like, good. That's it. DJ gifted membership and Martin Weiss got it. And DJ gifted a membership and Brandon Wells got this one. All right. Thank you, DJ. Oh, and False Flags got one too. I missed that one. And Yas got one. Okay. So DJ's making up for giving himself a membership by getting some more out there. Thank you, DJ. And, yeah. All right. Wow, I've lost my spot. Where am I? Okay, that was that. Okay. Jeff Crispin. My friend was showing me his tool shed and pointed to a ladder. That's my step ladder. He said, I never knew my real ladder. Just Body says, motherfuckers all over Andrew Tate because he bought GME. Shake my head. Yeah, like you don't need to bring in criminals and rapists and sex traffickers and insurrectionists and traitors. Like, if we're in the right, we should easily be able to bring in good people to take our side, to like help us call attention to everything. Like, we can easily get John Cena. John Cena's a pretty rad dude. He's an ape. Why aren't we talking to him? Getting him onto shows, talk about this stuff. He trades in all these things. So why are we going for Andrew Tate, ew, when we get someone like John Cena? Right? Fred Jones, Busy Brands, the Trumper, along with most MMTLP army. I mean, yeah. It just... General Flynn should be in prison. The only reason he's not in prison is because he got pardoned by Trump. Squamps. Have you ever eaten a lot of spaghetti, as I have? Lays down, Wizen, staff. It's not my dick. I don't even know what that means, Squamps. Okay. C. Jefferson's still here. Fantastic. Confusing. Wow, cool camera holder cart. I think that might be my favorite one out of all the things, is that little camera cart doohickey. Michael O'Hara, Caveman would make fine cinema if you'd want a vibrator, in my humble opinion. I'll be honest, the Kiss, was it kissgirl.com really threw me for a loop on that one. Baby Brand asked for a share count, proves other people did wrong, and George was just a CEO protecting his investors and using market mechanics correctly. That is also a correct argument, because I do think George has precedent set with the Overstock T0 crypto token, because the shorts argued, oh, they did hurt the shorts. The judge was like, so fucking what? Who cares? That's their job. Your job is to try to short them. Their job is to try to keep from being shorted. So what they did was totally legit. And yeah. Always sad but truthful. If CAT system was going to have a big effect, wouldn't XRT not have 300% plus short interest? Well, the thing is that the CAT system can identify who holds, who sells that stuff. But ETFs are basically exempt from having to obey any of these reg show rules. You can do whatever you want to something like XRT. And the short hedge funds and market makers know it, which is why they can short the hell out of it. They can short the stocks inside of it when the other stocks are on SSR. It's just, meh, it's lame. Spock here, term limits for all. Yeah. Confusing. Kitty for president. He's young, smart, energetic, and beloved. Kitty? My kitty? Which kitty? Luminous Reflections. Love you. All right. Scott says stream down. Oh, this is where the internet was getting terrible. It's allowing me to catch up though. I'm only half an hour behind, so I think we can catch up before the end of the show. We'll find out. BB Brand, every time Houston becomes aware the internet is no good, it's already 100% past. That's usually what happens. Tom R. using Houston as a nightmare story. Greetings from Germany. Nicodaro, yeah, as a Canadian, having watched last night's debate, all I can say is, I'm sorry. Actually, it's Canadian, so it's, I'm sorry. Okay, there is the reset of the check-in. I got to go back up to One Iron's comment, which I think I actually read earlier. Okay, there we are. Go there. Okay, there we are. Colin, Canadian here as well, was in group chat with a handful of American friends last night. Can't say anyone overly impressed by the performances. Yeah. And that's what they are, performers. We should get Michael Vick for Chewy. Yes, get Michael Vick on. We'll do a space call with Michael Vick and discuss the future of Chewy. Get some eyes on this, right? Crypto link. No one knows the upside. Target $47. What a fucking shit. I need cash. Oh, don't we all? Oh my gosh. Jay Geyser, darkest timeline, and Bernie Sanders mentioned positively. Like and subscribe. I will gladly vote for anyone who will get us universal health care. That's, to me, that will be the greatest fix to our society we could ever do, is to get everybody health care and not worry about private insurance or private hospital systems anymore. Just put all the doctors on salary. They'll be able to fire their administrative staff at hospitals because they won't have to, well, administrate any of these insurance bills anymore. There's 800,000 doctors and there's nearly 2 million administrators and insurance agents, right? Just fire all of those guys and just treat everybody. Done. At cost. Take it out of everyone's paycheck. We'll immediately save trillions of dollars. $2.2 trillion is how much we would save instantaneously if we moved to $2.2 trillion a year is how much we would save instantaneously if we moved to universal healthcare. So any candidate who will promise us and get us universal healthcare, you got my vote. It would fix so many issues. Oh my gosh. 76% of bankruptcies are due to medical bills, right? We got people that have to divorce their spouse, right? So let's say you have an old man, right? Been married for 50 years. His medical bills are approaching $1 million. They put the house in the wife's name and they have to get divorced so that when he dies, she's not stuck with $1 million of medical bills. The bills just go like that. This is a dumb system we have because everyone has to die. Everyone gets sick. Just build it into our paychecks, use the mass purchasing power of our tax dollars, and just take care of it. We can do it so much cheaper. Schools. We pay $10,000 per student to educate them in this country on average. 30%, $3,000 of that is just health insurance for school employees. So you remove the health insurance for school employees, we are 30% lower than the average first world nation in paying for education for students. So of course we've got a crappy education system because 30% of what we're spending to teach kids is actually just for health insurance, right? Can you imagine the power unions would have if they didn't have to negotiate for health insurance anymore? They just got it because everyone has health care. You would get $15,000 more per worker available in this country. Wouldn't you like a $15,000 raise? I would love a $15,000 raise, right? Because your health insurance is just taken care of. And not only that, but what you pay currently for Medicare and Medicaid that gets automatically withdrawn from your paychecks, right? That's enough if we had a universal healthcare system to cover everyone. The $1.4 trillion that we pay into Medicare and Medicaid every year would cover everybody for every ailment they have if we had a universal system. That's how much money private healthcare and administrators and insurance companies suck out of the system and make it completely useless. Absolutely it's just a garbage system. So anyone who is willing to give us universal healthcare and save us $15,000 per worker and allow us to just, get homeless people and people with addictions and trauma the treatment they need so that they aren't homeless anymore, winner in my book. Woo! Let's do it. You want to fix problems in this country? That's the one way you're going to do it. Get people in front of a doctor. There, rant over. DJ gifted SH Trades a membership. All right. Doing the sprinkle at a time here. Okay. CryptoLink is 500 GME possible? I mean, it hit 480 back in 2021 before, the powers that be put the thumb on the scale. I think we would have shot past that if GME hadn't diluted. We would have shot past 500 by now. We'd probably have been thousands by now if they hadn't diluted and just let the short hedge funds just twist in the breeze on that one. Okay. Confidence in Homer, maybe $500 during a squeeze, but realistic share price is 75 to 100. 4 billion. I mean, at their current sales and the amount of cash they have on hand, I would say a market cap at between 30 and 50 billion makes sense. And that is, 70 to 100 per share. That's about right. The problem is that it's all naked. So, yeah. CryptoLink, isn't there a 5XXX on the kitty mask? Does he mean 5,000? Possible. People thought it was a countdown he was doing, and it seemed like it may have been because it went 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah. I'm really terrible at deciphering. Like, first of all, I don't notice the little things, right? Like, oh, do you see that thing in the background? I'm like, I did not see that thing in the background. Again, like if I play one of those I Spy games, like a children's I Spy game where you got like a messy classroom and you're supposed to identify objects, I cannot see them to save my life. Like, can you find the tennis ball? I'm like, I cannot find the tennis ball. I have no idea where the tennis ball is. I am so bad at it. So I'm not going to be the person who's going to be able to decipher any of these things. I have to wait till someone else like points out the obvious and go, oh yeah, I guess that's in there, isn't it? And then to where DJ gifted himself a membership. Daphne, China is doing well, actually. It is not. Its real estate market is a third of their entire economy, and it has blown up. Youth unemployment is over 50%. They are doing their darndest to keep from imploding. They got banks failing like crazy. The Chinese economy is not doing so hot. International corporations are leaving because of theft of IP. So like, it's cheaper for us in the long run to go somewhere else where people are going to steal our IP. China's got some comeuppance on their hand. Someone's going to rue the day there. They're going to figure it out. Biljit Poltel, 5XXX is reference to his lot sizes on his call option purchases. He bought his calls in 5,000 lots. There was a Chewy lot earlier Monday at 5,000 as well. It's his calling card, my opinion. I think you're onto that. You're onto that one there, Biljit Putel. If we did the math yesterday and we showed that he spent $2 million. If this is him, he spent $2 million on those calls and potentially made like 27 million off of them. So that raises a bunch of cash for him to do a huge buy again at some point. And it was enough for 135,000 GME contracts. So we saw a little bit of buying in lots like that for GME on Monday. But we haven't really seen anything since. So does that mean this coming Monday we start to see big purchases again? Perhaps, maybe. See how that rolls. If we see him pick up 140,000 options, it's on like Donkey Kong again. Confidence in Homer. How can a retired general work for Russia? Dude has no common sense. Money. They're like, would you like some money? He said, yes. What they actually probably were like, is they were like, here is a prostitute or something, and we filmed you having sex with them. We kidnapped your child, whatever. You can work for us, and we will pay you money, or you can say no, and we release the public. And he went, yes, you have me. Biljit Putel. The Chewy price drop during the run was him selling the contracts. He will use that to buy GME calls for the Gamma ramp. Let's see. It did drop suddenly, didn't it? Let's look at the... Oops. Let's look at... Dang it. That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. There we go. Let's look at the options here. Oh, we're still in Sri Lanka. That's not where we want to be. Nope. Go away, Sri Lanka. There we go. Okay, Chewy options. So those were were they 719s that Chewy had? There was a big action at 27s for weeklies. The 30s had a little bit of action, but I think it was 719s. Weren't they? They had the big numbers. Yeah, 9,000 sold or some sort of volume there on those. And that was a big drop. Yesterday was the day to do, like when it hit $38, that's when you go and pull that trigger. You would have made a fortune off of that. So if you sold today, the price, what was the, I'm just going to look up real quick because it's faster on my phone to look at this sucker. Yeah, so Chewy was below 30 to start the day and then bottomed out at 25 and change. Yeah. The intraday yesterday was 38, so that would have been the best time to nuke everything. Case Chapman, sorry I'm late. Did any mentions Rite Aid coming out of bankruptcy? I've not heard about that yet because I haven't had access to Twitter. So, yeah, they're coming out of bankruptcy. How are they coming out of bankruptcy? Rite Aid bankruptcy. Rite Aid bankruptcy plan approved, cutting $2 billion in debt. That was 3 hours ago. Rite Aid bankruptcy court to approve restructuring plan. So the restructuring. Okay, let's see what Yahoo has to say. New York, a U.S. bankruptcy judge on Friday approved Rite Aid's restructuring plan, allowing the pharmacy chain to cut its debt by $2 billion and turn over control to a group of lenders. So there's a credit bid. Credit bid has been made. U.S. bankruptcy judge Michael Kaplan approved Rite Aid's bankruptcy plan at a court hearing in Trenton, New Jersey, saying that the restructuring had saved the company from having to shut down and liquidate operations. For Kaplan ruling, Rite attorney Arpana Yenamandra told the judge that 28,000 jobs would be lost if the restructuring deal was not approved. If we can't get it done now, we're simply never going to get it done. Rite Aid filed for Chapter 11 October 2023, reporting $750 million in losses, $24 billion in revenue for the past fiscal year. Rite Aid used its bankruptcy to close hundreds of stores, sell its pharmacy benefit company Elixir, and negotiate settlements with its lenders, drug distribution partner McKesson, and other creditors. Rite Aid's restructuring will provide $47.5 million to junior creditors, including individuals and local governments that have sued the company, allegedly contributing to the deadly U.S. opioid epidemic before it filed for bankruptcy. Rite Aid faced 1,600 opioid lawsuits, including one by the federal government alleging that the company ignored red flags when filling suspicious subscriptions for addictive opioid pain drugs. Eric Priest, an attorney representing opioid creditors, said that 22,000 individuals who had filed personal injury opioid claims in the Rite Aid bankruptcy stood to receive between $250 and $500 each. Settlement payments, though modest, are a victory for opioid claimants because of Rite Aid's high debt and dire financial troubles. It's pretty awful, but it could have been worse. That's the reality of the case. Rite Aid reached settlements with 16 to 17 states where it operates, which resolved those states' opioid claims. Kaplan overruled an objection by Maryland, saying the state could not hold up Rite Aid's bankruptcy so that it could continue investigation into Rite Aid's opioid sales. Rite Aid, which had over 2,000 stores when it filed for bankruptcy in October, will emerge from bankruptcy about 1,300 of them. Company plans to exit for bankruptcy in about a month, funded by $2.55 billion provided by its lenders. Rite Aid will use the time to fine-tune some of the details in its bankruptcy deal, including a last-minute change spurred by U.S. Supreme Court Thursday, ruling that Purdue Pharma bankruptcy, which sharply scaled back bankruptcy court's ability to stop lawsuits against people and organizations that did not file for bankruptcy. To comply with that ruling, Rite Aid will work to ensure that its own deal's legal protections for non-debtors, such as Rite Aid's lenders and CEO, will have the consent of anyone who has a legal claim against those parties. Okay, so they didn't mention anything about Knowles or shareholders or any of that. So what's it mean for shareholders? This is back in October. We're going to listen to Seeking Alpha. They're full of shit. Bankruptcy settlement with lenders, investors, anything in news about shareholders. Nothing since October. BlackRock shareholders. That doesn't help us at all. Let's do RAD. RAD Q. Nope. Nothing RAD Q. Just RAD. Nope. No mention of any of this at this point. Okay. Well, that's the news. Don't know if what it means for those shareholders, but there's a credit bid, and if they use those nulls, then shareholders should maintain equity. If there's no nulls being maintained, then it might just be the lenders who own everything. We'll find out. Okay, I got 11 minutes, monkey butt. 11 minutes. Arya's Shadow, what happens if Obama goes for VP and Biden can't be president anymore in 2 years? Obama can't be VP. In order to be vice president, you have to be able to qualify to be president as well. If you already served 2 terms, you do not qualify to be president, so you can't have Obama as VP. Hazel A. Houston, I have high hopes for our BBY and GME stocks in July. Okay. Colin looks like some of Costa Rica there. I was talking about Sri Lanka. I've been looking abroad again. Well, it's always tantalizing. For me, if I ever move abroad, like I've said before, I need a robust healthcare system because all I'm going to do is get older, right? And yeah, I might move someplace where it's cheap, but there's no hospitals, there's no doctors, there's no access to healthcare, there's no, like, I would need something that gives us a little help as you get older. And I learned that from my mom. When she bought her condo 30 years ago, when she was younger than me, I am now, she bought a ground floor condo because she's like, I cannot do those stairs when I get old. I know it. And so I want to be able to get in and out of my house on my own without having to go up like 2 or 3 flights of stairs. So I think about that. And we had a friend that moved to Costa Rica. Costa Rica has a pretty good healthcare system, actually. It's actually ranked 1 above ours. But if you're in the rural parts, just like if you're in rural America, you can run into trouble. He had a really bad heart attack, and he was like 6 hours from a hospital that can handle a heart attack. So think about that stuff. If I'm gonna become an expat somewhere, think about that. Bujit Patel, Democrats are going to blow this. Just bring in Newsom. That's why I think there's gonna be brokered conventions. I think Trump's gonna get sentenced for more than people are expecting on the 11th, and he's probably gonna get contempt and immediately be sequestered or remanded to jail for contempt. And I don't know how long that's going to be. Maybe a couple weeks, day, month. But if it means he misses the convention, like imagine Trump is in jail for contempt. You cannot appeal it. You're going. And he's in jail during the convention. And their entire convention is people talking about what a great guy he is, but he can't be here today because he's in jail. Right? He might be able to be released if he gets sentenced to jail time for the felonies he got convicted for. He might be able to be out on appeal, but contempt, if he gets any contempt charge, he's gone. And that contempt charge, I wouldn't doubt if he gets a month on that sucker. The judge is pretty pissed at him, and he spent a lot of time violating the gag order after the conviction. So, Loby, gifted memberships. Daniel Hookham, Laura Dubs, Alex F, Keegan Murphy. Is there? Can I check, see if anyone messaged me on Twitter yet, or am I still banned? Oh, nope, still locked out. Can't check my messages there at all. Word. Okay, so we still have 3 of you. We still have wrong conclusion, attaining oneness, and left-handed wave. Guys, you gotta send me some shipping addresses. We're gonna find out what's in your little goodie bags here. Just to remind you. Daphne says, I know Gavin in person. Oh. Andrew VH, could you ask Monkey in his infinite market knowledge, what does he see my 27.5 calls printing in the next 2 weeks? Hey, Monkey Butt. Monkey Butt. Yeah, you. Yeah, come here. You got a question to ask. Come on, get up here. Gotta ask you a question. Gotta ask you a question. All right, come on. Come on. All right. Will the 27.5 calls print right hand, yes, left hand for no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Yes, they will. You heard it there. She tapped the right hand. So, congratulations on your success. And I'm turning into max headroom again. God damn. It says excellent connection, even though I'm turning into max headroom. And the wheel of time is spinning there. Giant sigh. So you didn't see it, but it did happen while it was max headrooming. God damn it. Okay. DJ Houston time to buy Starlink. I bet you anything I'm going to get banned from Starlink too. One irons, you see Adam Aaron provide his 2. His 2? I don't know what provide 2. What? 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 All right. Martin Weiss says we're throwing around tickers. YNV might be a sidekick long-term play. I don't know anything about YNV. YNV stock. Invisible Interactive. Who are these people? Loading chart, loading chart, loading chart, loading chart. Okay. That looks like there's a lot of volatility in this thing. So 12 cents down to 7 cents, up to 8 cents. Okay, 3 month, it's been as high as 12. 6 month, it's been as low as 6 cents. Word. I have known nothing about these folks or what they do. Invisible deliver first e-paper displays for medical at-home tests. So you have like a little screen for your pregnancy test or your cancer test or whatever. Word. I'll have to look them up later. I have no idea what they do other than they mostly make paper displays. Confidence in Homer, how many more weeks till Houston complains about the heat in his office? Well, we had one really hot day last Friday, and I was like, I am not doing a daytime show. So Monkey and I went for a walk, and we had a lovely walk. Didn't we, Monkey? We had a really great walk. We had a great walk. I don't know what the weather's supposed to do. It's been kind of drizzly the last couple of days. Hey, 4th of July, 75 and sunny. That's perfect 4th of July weather. Beyond that, looks okay. Looks like tomorrow will get a little bit of drizzle, but it's just going to be 70 and partly sunny for the next week. And then Thursday, real nice. I'll take it. Not too shabby. So no complaining about weather here. The joke is always like summer starts the moment the 4th of July parade is over. Because most years it just kind of is rainy and gross, and the parade's rainy and gross. And the minute the parade ends, the sun opens up and summer can begin. So we'll have to see if we get a heat dome over us. We haven't had one yet. It's been pretty lovely so far. Hazel A, hoping GME stays down till Monday morning so I can buy more. Heard some TA expecting to go to 36 soon. It may. I think volatility is going to be back on the menu this month, so I'm hoping. It looks like I'm not going to catch up. I'm still going to be like 40 minutes behind in the chat here with 2 minutes to go. Not enough time. Confidence Homer, what's up with the trim bath interview? We'll find out. She said she'll let me know some time she can do it at the end of July. So expect it last half of July, last week of July, somewhere in there. Slap at a base. Do you look at other tickers? Can you look at TCS, the Container Store, and tell me how stupid I am? The Container Store. I never looked at the Container Store. TCS stock. The Container Store. Looks cheap. Went from 60 something down to 50 something. Oof. So it lost 11% today. It has been as low as 55 and as high as 63. What's the 1 year look like? It was up dollars. It's at 345 last year and has been steadily down ever since. Its peak was during COVID. The Container Store was worth $18 a share during COVID. But there's Closet Works, TCS Gift Card Services, Closet Parent Company. I don't know. What does the Container Store even do? What are you? The Container Store. They sell containers? The Container Store. Organize your home with storage. They sell closet stuff? Okay. They sell baskets and shelves and things to hang stuff. They are organization masters. Lots of wicker, lots of little plastic doodads, lots of little basket thingies. Okay. I don't know if you're stupid or not. I sometimes purchase container-like things, but never knew there was a store that did nothing but container-like things. So, where is the Container Store around here? The Container Store. Is there a Container Store near me? Oh, there's two of them in the Seattle area. There's one in Renton. That's kind of where IKEA is. And there's one up in Bellevue, which is where like rich Microsoft people are. Okay, so we got the blue collar, big old shopping complexes near IKEA where Boeing people work. And then you got the white collar Microsoft people out here. Word. I've never been there because I live over here. And there's just... Our mall is there. And you got to drive all the way over and around. It's like 40 minutes. And so that's where I do my shopping if I have to do big shopping. So I don't know, slap at a base. It looks like it's in a very long downtrend. I have to look into them deeper to see why. Okay, it's time. Monkey, I gotta go. Bye, everybody. Maybe I haven't done a Twitch in a long time. Maybe I'll actually get my shit in order and we'll do a Twitch. That sound good? That sound good, Monkey? Sound fantastic? Does it sound like something you want to do? I know, she does. She's like, yes, I want to do a Twitch. Okay, everyone. I will see you later. See you Monday, if not anything. And have yourselves a fantastic weekend. And badoink. I'm going to do the other intro, but we'll just do this one because... Okay.